Welcome to Golf in the Cosmos, where physics meets the fairway and the universe meets your betting mind. I'm Kevin.
I'm Miller.
This is Kcon.
And Andrew.
We have the Players Championship this week. How you guys all doing?
Really well.
Great. I'm stoked for this weekend.
I mean, an exciting tournament. I mean, can't wait.
Yeah, this is the fifth major, right?
Yeah, which they should formally classify as a major. I think it deserves it. It's got the right pedigree.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. The CEO of the PGA, did a press conference, and he's like, I don't really know how a major becomes a major. It's kind of, the history is interesting. There used to be more majors, I guess, in the past, but that's kind of the goal is to make this the fifth major. I guess it just kind of needs to be internationally recognized as such.
I still kind of like the controversy around it always every year being, is it the fifth major or not? It's like, it's still, that also gives it like the clout that it has,
Yeah, well, one thing's for sure. It's certainly the premier event of professional golf. And when I say professional golf, I mean It's the PGA Tour owns this event. The other majors are not ran by the PGA Tour, right? So this one is their premier event ran by the PGA Tour specifically. And that's right. That's really what gives it a chance of maybe being considered that fifth major.
Like the pedigree, the history, the moments, the course itself. I mean, that I think is what you define a major as. I'd say if there is a fifth, it's the Players. There's a sixth. I think it's the Australian, the Masters.
How many times have you watched that?
Yeah,
I mean, look, Royal Melbourne, you can't beat it.
I agree. It's a great course. But how many times have you
I'm just joking. But no, I think the Players deserves it. I think when we look back collectively, on golf history, a lot of moments from the Players will come up, and I think that's why you would stack rank it.
Definitely.
But
yeah. So, so they're in Ponte Verde, Florida. Tee times start tomorrow. There's been some practice rounds. Rory flew in today, and I guess he hit some balls and either played one or two holes or didn't. But he basically didn't play a practice round. So
yeah.
I don't know what are the bettors thinking about that one.
I mean, he won last year in the playoff over
defending
JJ Spawn,
defending champion,
knows the course. Obviously, has had some personal issues off the course, but kind of closed that chapter with the win at Augusta. I mean, I think he's feeling confident, but we'll see. I don't have him in my picks for a reason.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I mean, Andrew played at the US Am Tour on Sunday. No practice round, right?
No practice round.
Went in and won that thing.
Yeah, to Keys Creek, right? By the way, how was the course?
It was actually in great condition. I liked it, but what everyone told me is that the other course there, the Legends, is crap. So
you played the better one.
Played the better one, the resort course, and ended up shooting 4 under, was 5 under at one point, and just was making putts, leaving the ball in the right
was
spot.
that in the
Congrats,
lead
Andrew.
flight? That was in the scratch
flight.
Yeah, his trophy only says champion, no flight underneath.
Yeah, no flight.
No net winner.
Yeah.
Right.
No, there's no net on those tours. There's different flights, but it says
Palmer
champion.
and
Yeah, they don't
those
net.
setups.
They put you in a flight, with people your handicap.
Yeah.
But can you tell us a little bit about that day, because I know it was daylight savings.
Yeah, it was the first day of daylight savings. So went to bed at midnight. Had to wake up an hour earlier. So woke up at 4:45 a.m. to drive out to the desert. But it was really 3:45.
Wow.
So all making the coffee was a tricky equation there. But yeah, it was cool. I started the day off in my self-driving Tesla, and it drove me all the way there. Pretty much chilled the whole way, and showed up, warmed up for an hour. I tried to film a lot of it, so that should be a cool video coming out at some point. But
cool.
But yeah, just started out slow. Essentially three put it off the fringe for the first 2 holes, and then warmed into the round and just kept making birdies after that. It was fun.
Wow.
4 under, man. That's awesome.
Tell us some more about the USAM Tour, because a lot of players I think are considering joining. Do you want to give a little background? You played in the Masters last year, the championship,
the national championship.
National championship. All of us did. Actually.
Yeah.
All 3 of us. Yeah.
I think I got 6th place in that, and no, the USAM Tour is an incredible tour for anyone of any skill level. Really, once you get under 20 handicap or 16 handicap, you can play against people just like you, and it's all over the U.S.
Do you see YouTube golfers out there? Is there other?
Well, the guy that won
Yeah,
kind
the
of
guy that won the national
does videos with kangaroo golf.
Oh, who?
now.
Smurf. Golf
Yeah.
and Smurf.
Golf and Smurf.
Okay, no, that's what I'm
Shout
saying.
out,
I feel
shout
like
out.
there's a little bit of convergence between creator golf and the USAM Tour. I feel like we're
There
going to
should
bring
be
that
and there
together.
will be.
Well,
and
Yeah,
we're
I
starting
agree.
that.
Yeah, we're all in.
But if you appreciate well organized events,
Yeah.
I mean, the greatest story I have is I was on a family vacation in Puerto Rico, and we drove into the resort, the El Conquistador, and I see a USAM Tour flag, and I'm going, wait, I tried booking a tee time tomorrow, but there's no tee times, and I check the USAM Tour app. There's an event the next day. I email the guy. I get in. Next thing you know, I'm playing in a competitive golf on vacation.
That's awesome.
And then my in-laws are following the leaderboard. They're doing live scoring.
Wow.
It was unbelievable kind of experience that enhanced my, my trip. Anytime you play in a USAM Tour event, it always enhances your experience. It's just a little bit better than just playing a regular round of golf. And especially if you rise to the occasion, and if you're competitive, maybe you played sports in your past lives. But I mean, you're shooting this 4 under. I mean, that's unbelievable. You locked in. Man.
It put me to the test, and all the prep playing with you guys was helpful because anytime anything distracted me, I knew how to get back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we provide a lot of crowd noise, old memories,
Right.
those swing thoughts.
I also wanted to reiterate something for the viewers too. The USAM Tour, what they do is they segregate you through handicaps. So you have, I play through the 4 through 8, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. I'm in 8 through 12.
Yep, exactly. But then you play straight up. You do not use handicap anymore. You're just flighted, and it's straight up from there, which is awesome. They award you a trophy, gift cards.
There's
afterwards.
no dots on your scorecard.
Yeah.
Anything weird like that.
No, you get your score at the end of the day, and that's what you shot. And it's just having that competitive part of golf is essential. And we try to fake it with our betting, but
being able to make those 2-foot putts, just no blow ups, and making those 4-footers, I need this par so badly, and just being able to get the mindset through, and just it helps you when we're playing our bets, and Chris over here is talking in your backswing,
Not in the backswing.
Not in the backswing, but he's there's a little heckling going on.
Are there rules officials or?
Yes, there is. You can call a guy over. Yeah.
If you're being out of line, people will call you out. People do take it seriously.
That's what I'm saying.
But then you also meet people in your category, you see them all over at different tournaments, and you get to know these people, and they do take it seriously, but at the same time, everyone's just there to have fun. It's not you're going into straight competition mode, screw this guy to the right of me. It's screw this guy to the right of me, but also
what are the purses like? Just so
you'll make your
people
no, I'll tell you, there's rules around amateur prizes and stuff, but you get a gift card, it used to be a Roger Dunn gift card or Worldwide Golf. Now it's actually Visa gift cards or Amex gift cards.
In this district, I did get a Worldwide Golf gift card.
It depends where you play.
You buy golf balls.
It depends where you play.
Yeah. But you're getting your entry fee back if you win, essentially.
Yeah, in gift cards. I mean, that's how I got the Spider last year. I think I accumulated over 600, 700. Though, so
that's great. I mean,
I would never purchase it. I'm I got to use it on something like the Spider.
But from an experience standpoint, think about it. Andrew drove out to Palm Springs to play, and he got a free round, because he won back his entry, his fee to play.
And
so you
can
play for free.
I think it's great.
You get to play awesome courses too. I mean, you get a tee time that, let's say Monarch Beach would be 425 in the morning.
Yeah.
You're only paying $250.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So you're getting a morning tee time, $250, and then if you win, you get, depends how many people are in playing, but you get that money back in gift card.
No, I think it's a great thing. I think it's going to only grow. I just used to joke with you all that, our own ZPGA purses, I think, rivaled it, and it was cash.
Totally.
But,
it's just a different experience.
It's a different experience.
It's fun.
That everyone can experience.
And you're playing against random people, too, which is also fun. So you're you have that sense of pride. That it's not just beating your friends. It's no, I beat all you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was pretty fun to go to the national championships. It felt like we were an Olympic team or something. We were all coming in. We were all in different flights. We all shared a hotel room. So it was just very much the camaraderie of all right, man, you go out there and you beat that guy, and I'll beat my guys. And
it was great.
One guy has a bad day, and it's hey, man, we'll bring him back up. Come on.
But that was fun because it was 4 rounds. So it's you have an opportunity to come back. Just avoid that big score.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about going for it, just lay it up.
And was it all 4 combined?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's actually pretty cool.
I think I was about 25 over 4 rounds.
I mean, that's great. Yeah. Andrew, what do you shoot?
I think 6 over total.
Yeah.
Maybe,
wow. But he was in a different flight.
Who won? What was the winning?
It would have been 3 minus 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
but
cool
he was in that guy's group. He was in the final group.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can try to do, right? Is be in the final group. Try to be a Daniel Berger, and then when you come down to the last hole, if you don't have enough, Akshay gets the W.
I actually pulled that in my flight. I was in the final group, and then got a nice little 9 with 2 water shots. The boys were watching.
Oh, at the last
they tried
hole.
to convince me out of it. I was too much pride.
Dude,
you pulled more of a Blades Brown. Just got yourself out early.
Yeah, exactly.
And then watched.
On the last hole, man.
Oh no way, 18.
Yeah, I tied for 5th. I tied for 5th. I wasn't gonna get first, but I was like,
well, okay. Did you see that more often than if you were kind of gunning for first, going for gold?
Kind of was in a way, but also I wanted second, and then I just booted myself to.
I think it takes a lot of experience to play for second, to go, okay, I need to do blank, blah blah blah, to get second for the money or the points.
I think Andrew told me if I would have doubled, I probably would have gotten 3rd.
Right,
but I got a +5 on the final hole.
I can't believe that. The 72nd hole.
72nd hole. Yeah.
Oh my god! And that's like Berger's drive on his 72nd hole. It's like, are you kidding me? You've been driving it perfect all week.
Takes an iron out, right?
No, he hit a driver, but he did this weird baby cut, super low cut. Actually,
a lot of
went into the rough.
Was that left rough?
The right rough.
It's like it's tougher.
And it's like, geez,
but
man.
a lot of pros are doing that.
Yeah, but hit the fairway then. It's
I know, but they're doing those low screamers. They're like the announcers are calling them crop dusters.
Yeah, no, I like that. They kind of close the face, the low screamer.
Yeah.
But no, that was a roller coaster for me. I picked Berger on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
For it's a $10 bet or $20 bet, and it was it was slated to win
to pay out $1,800. Right?
Yeah, to pay out $1,800. Obviously that didn't pay out, but luckily with Call Sheet you can cash out. Luckily, I talked to a really smart financial advisor on Saturday, and he's like, "Oh no, sell 1/3 of it, like right now." I was like, "But like then I won't get the full 1,800." He's like, "No, you sell 1/3 of that, dude, right away. Like it's doing too good." So I sold 1/3 2 times, so 1/3 and then 1/3 of that again. Yeah. So I made out, I made out fine. I made out really well.
Yeah. So you did fine. Yeah.
I did totally fine, and it never would have ever been 1,800.
But like,
right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like me with Shane Lowry, and I'm in a sports book. I'm locked in.
Yeah, you're
I'm up 3 strokes into like 16, and I would have been cashing out.
Yeah, but I mean, you probably wouldn't have up 3. But once you were in the water on that that one hole, you would have, or 16, I think you would have been like, I'm taking 1/3 of this. I'm taking my money back, and I'm making profit.
Probably would have done it Saturday night
because
he jumped up so much that your cash out payout would have gone up. But I mean, so that whole Berger thing, that was really interesting to watch. We're talking about the end of the Arnold Palmer.
Yep.
Akshay is down 5 going into the back 9. I mean, come on. And then he birdies 4 in a row.
4 in a row. I mean,
was insane.
And then on 17, Berger's putting from the fringe, and then he flies it by the hole a little too far and can't make the one coming back. So then he bogeys to then tie it. So then they're playing that hole tied. And then Berger pulls off an amazing up and down par to go to a playoff.
Curving putt.
Yeah,
from like 15
to go to the playoff.
Weren't there hecklers?
Yeah, there were.
There were hecklers, right, on his final putt.
There was a bunch of social chatter on like the game's grown too much.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But I mean, I'd say it needs to keep growing. But no, but it's disrespectful to interfere like that in a match. Same with the Matsuyama. It reminded me of the waste management, Phoenix. But no, I mean, we've seen in the past 2 weeks 2 epic collapses.
Yeah.
I mean, pressure cooker, but at the same time, Akshay deserved it. I mean, what a win after his collapse earlier at Pebble Beach.
It just speaks so well about the golf as we know it, because we kind of know the game. It is like that. You know?
To give a direct example, on Sunday when I was in my tournament, when I get to 17, I didn't even realize it was the 17th hole. But once I'm there, I start overthinking. I hit my shot on the 17th tee. I try to go for the green on 18 on a par 5, and I kind of hit this hook shot. Instantly, like the end of a round will throw you off.
16 holes of course management and then
of perfection
thrown away in 2 holes.
And if somebody were close at 4-3 under, they could have beat me.
I mean, it's a tough question. Like, we saw Berger go conservative on 18 after 17, and then he goes conservative. I swear he hit an iron on the playoff.
No, same shot.
But, I mean, we'll pull it up. Okay, $5.
I watched it very closely.
I mean, I was watching it closely too. But no, but it's like if you go conservative, then you leave the door open. It felt like Akshay was controlling the finish at 18 and the playoff in complete command.
He was hot and Berger was breaking down. And it also goes back to even the cognizant when Nico played the par 5. He just went for the par. He did not. He wanted a birdie. Obviously, everyone wants a birdie. But those guys are so good. They could get a birdie. But he got the easy par, walked away, and was like, let's see what Shane's got.
No, but then Shane I think it was on 16, is like 3 iron, which you expect a pretty consistent shot. And then he shanks right off the hosel. But I don't know. It's a great debate. If you play conservative, you almost leave the door open. But if you go for it, it's like me on 18, Aliso the other day going for 79, you go in the water.
But if you see someone breaking down, you kind of just let them keep going.
Echeverria, he knew that had already happened.
That's true.
So he's playing that 18th, knowing the score, like saying, okay, let's see what
risky
let's
here.
Let him try to birdie, or
it's
try
like what
to
Andrew
eagle.
said. He went for 2, and it's like, if it doesn't happen, where does that put you? Are you in danger? Are you like,
right?
Are you going to waste a shot just to get back into play? Are you going to do a safe, like, go for it in 2, but here's my missed shot. It's open over there. I can chip up 2-putt easily for par. Kind of thing.
One of the best thoughts I had during my round was there's nothing to lose. I think I was on hole 6, and I sat there and I was like, there is nothing to lose right now. So I'm going to be aggressive when I can and be conservative when I have to be. And so with these guys, probably what happens at the end of a round is that you start having something to lose as the leader. And you sit there and you're like, I got to be conservative because I have a lead to lose.
Yeah.
And you start acting differently, you start thinking differently, and your body stops performing. And that's why these last 2 weeks have seen that fallout, most likely. They started to feel it.
Try thinking deeper right there.
Yeah. You have to somehow always have nothing to lose, but it gets hard at the end.
No, I'm with you. When you have a commanding lead, you kind of get conservative, foot's off the gas, and then you have everything to lose.
Yeah, you just start to see the full picture, and it's like, oh shit. Well, when you're in it, you don't see anything, and you're just playing, and it's like so easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Kevin, do you have any comment on the potential anchoring from Akshay?
Listen, man. I did not see that coming. That Akshay was gonna, because I think at the AT&T we took an Akshay no, right?
No to win.
Yeah, no to win. Yeah. So I kind of thought of him as just like a choke artist. Personally, his history was choke, get really close to the lead and then choke. So I was surprised to see him close out like that. I think he's obviously
fantastic,
very talented, and can get hot.
He was making some putts. That's what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people are trying to say, like,
so I mean, look, like the guy looks like 140 pounds. Let's say he's 160. He also wears short pants. Something I don't understand, but
joggers.
No, I looked at it in depth and I like slowed down the TV and like walked up to it. But no, he's skinny, and if you hang over, he's not anchoring.
I don't think so either.
I remember it at Pebble too when it was in the controversy, but he's not. I mean, do I think he looks bad doing it? Of course. Same way I thought Adam Scott was kind of a fraud for winning the Masters with it. But, I mean, I love Adam Scott. It's not the golf I want to watch. But, I mean, winning's winning.
Of course.
I don't know what to say.
I saw a good interview by Jordan Spieth recently about that. They directly asked him. And, he was like, look, it's a skill to be able to putt that way. Jordan's like, if it was just this magic thing that made everyone better at putting, then everyone would do it.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
So it's something that he's done for a while. He's just gotten good at it. So it's easy to say, that, because of the way that it looks, he's cheating and stuff.
No, but as long as it's not anchored, it's 2 hands. You still have to be stable and still.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could almost start to say the same thing about the mallet putters.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was just bringing it up just to.
No,
I think it's
a hot topic right now.
It's certainly a hot topic. And the thing is, right, it's, Spieth was just like, well, yeah, anchoring's against the rules. So, like, he can't sign his card if he anchored. right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it really comes down to. It's like this guy
if
is saying he's not, and he, it's like I don't think Akshay is like a, known as like a cheater or something,
not.
right?
Good integrity, good reputation. Also,
yeah,
too,
where Patrick Reed, a little bit iffy integrity.
Back, though, but
you makes you wonder,
I'm telling you, if you watch him and go up close on the TV, if you're anchoring, it will press the shirt. You'll see,
but he's not touching his body.
I'm saying he's not anchoring.
That's very true.
If you are, you'd be touching. You'd see ripples and compression in the shirt that are different. The shirt is hanging and it is hitting his hand. That's what it looks like. It's what it is.
Yeah. So well done, Akshay. I can't believe Berger had these type of leads throughout the weekend, but that's golf, I guess. It just catches up to them. And to Andrew's point, it's like seems like it's mental at the end there.
Yeah, and I think Akshay learned from Pebble.
100%.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so one more story about my golfing, but
please,
at
man. That's what we're here for, bud.
At Aviara, we played, and I was playing similarly well, and I think I was at like 5 under at one point. Get to like 16 or 15 and like lose a shot out to the left and start getting in my head and almost fall apart at the end. I just barely survive on 18 and make a par. It could have been a triple. And I learned from that, right? So like I experienced that feeling of holy shit, I'm going off the rails here. But then on Sunday, I learned that, or I applied that knowledge of like, wow, what can happen after in the end of your round? And so just going through it, I was like, just stay steady, stay in that same mental state. And it really helped me finish way stronger, where I didn't really falter. I just made a couple mistakes, but like I didn't falter and lose a potential ton of strokes. So it was like Akshay 100% learned from his Pebble fall off and brought that to the API and just was able to close.
Dude, his shot though not the playoff hole, his 18th hole was so close to going in the water.
Really?
It hit the front fringe just past the red marking.
Yeah.
The front rough, and like bounces up to like the light rough on an uphill slope, and it was like, oh, are you kidding me? Like that, he went after the flag that hard, but he wasn't going to be. He was trying to. He knew he could hit that number, and But I'm telling you, it was so close to being a full disaster, and we would be having a completely different conversation here. Yeah, I just don't know if that shot was like the smartest angle that he took. But it worked out. Barely
he
crossed the
went
water.
For it, though.
Yep, it worked out, though.
And by the way, he could have almost won it in regulation. I mean, that putt Berger had to make was, I mean, game on the line.
Yeah.
15 feet rolling downhill to the left, caught the left side of the cup. Like, I mean, he was lucky to make that.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you saw it. So the Sunday morning, they had to finish their last like 2 or 3 holes. So Akshay they both had played that hole that morning, and Akshay had a rock moved on Mars moment. He hit it on 18. It sat there.
I saw that,
He walked, and then the ball fell in.
Wow. I did not know that was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday morning.
I know. I didn't know that they played extra holes.
Well, they had to finish their third round.
It's always good if before, like when someone finishes a couple holes, like before they start their next round, you get their vibe, and it's like, oh shoot, he went out and birdied and parred. Like it's like, dude, this guy's the rock move. He's hot today. He wasn't hot yesterday. Now he's hot all day today. It's
when
like,
it's going, it's going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all day based.
He's getting 21 holes of hotness instead of just 18.
Exactly. It's like maybe
100%.
he had like 14 holes of like off and on yesterday, but then he gets 21 today. Or sorry, that would be
right. But how
22?
I think they played like 3 holes or something. But still. And it's funny because that's at like 8 a.m. and then they get a break, but still, you're right. It's the same day. They're still swinging the same.
Yeah, when you come into a day when you're confident, it's like, oh, this is happening today. It's like you go into a day and be like, nothing's working today. I'm just like scrambling around. I'm just trying to hold.
Those are the days where we're playing and I get sad on 16. I go, dude, I could just keep playing.
Yeah, it's like, should we book another?
Can we just keep?
Like, no, I gotta go.
Right all I'm gonna say is Rule 13.3a. Felt like a bit more than 10 seconds.
No,
on the live broadcast. I know he was walking up.
You're allowed to like stand. You can stand at your putt and hang out for like 10 seconds, then walk up to your putt, and then you wait the 10 seconds.
Yes, it's only once you're over your next shot. Yeah. So they say like saunter over.
What's the wording? What's the ambiguous wording? It's the.
Here, I got it right here. Hold up.
it's not like a certain amount of time. It's like
a reasonable
amount of time. Yeah,
that is so funny.
By ball, you're allowed a reasonable amount of time to get to the hole, plus an additional 10 seconds once there to see if it will fall in.
When do you determine reasonable amount to get to the hole? So it's like
15 seconds.
You could hit a putt, be really upset, walk around, stomp around, and then
go wipe your hands on the towel.
Throw a hissy fit, then walk up to.
Can you summarize the rule, like the name of it, and explain it a little bit?
It's USGA 13.3. You're allowed a reasonable amount of time to get to the hole plus initial 10 seconds once there to see if the ball will fall in.
So this is when the ball's teetering on the edge,
wobbling,
waiting for Mars.
And there's like two black holes hit each other, and it causes a little bit of a reverberation.
Or your friend is like slightly overweight and he's heavy,
rocks
and
it.
The green's really dry and the vibrations move through it.
Right, it could be more of a local black hole.
Yeah, we've seen that happen with Narb.
With Parbe.
Parbe, yeah.
Oh man, I hope he's listening.
Yeah, I hope he is.
That's great. Yeah, so I just thought that was funny because we had a video from Hawaii from our putting tournament where it happened to me actually. It was like probably 6 seconds. I didn't even walk up to the ball yet. That thing was on its way. But it took a while. It paused for a long time. That clip is doing well too. So a lot of people are watching that. So check that out.
Good.
That's on our Instagram at Golf in the Cosmos.
Yep.
Also check out on our website. We have the betting research, guys. golfinthecosmos.com. At the top left menu, you're going to see the what's called Cosmos Bets. And we have every week we have heavy research on all the players with deep stats. So use those to your advantage. We also have our picks. So what do you think, guys? Should we get into our picks?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's roll around. I'll also call it one thing. We're using the Golf Data API, and we use Claude Code to build the site. But I'd say generally it's fantastic analytics. Everything in one place was the goal. Mm-hmm. We have the past tournament performance. Then we have individual player strokes gained on the season. And then winning probability and top 10 probability, as well as all the betting odds combined, as well as how they did at the tournament the past 3 years. So I don't think anyone's got all that in one place, but it's a good reason.
Yeah. Look, guys, we're just trying to give you guys some information, and then on that same site, hey, you could buy a shirt, to thank us. Say your
QR code right here.
Yeah. So say your play wins out. Buy a shirt with the winnings. Say a little thank you note to us. So
let's dive in. Andrew, why don't you start us off? Let's go. We provide the winner, top 5, top 10. Obviously, winners are a dime a dozen, but top 5 and top 10s have been paying out this season. So hit us with the top of it.
Yeah, my number one winner is Victor Hovland.
Oh,
I think he is an incredibly good ball striker, and I think it's his week to turn it on. He's been playing for the last few weeks. I think I remember him last week starting to play well if he played. I honestly didn't get to watch much of last week, but I like Hovland as a chance here,
Players champion, huh?
Yeah.
How do you do with the Palmer?
He played with Rory. He wasn't like overly fantastic.
He
was
made
there.
The cut.
He was playing
10
well
waste
enough.
management, 58 at AT&T. Riviera tied for 41. Last week tied for 13.
That's pretty good.
He's moving.
That means he's playing well in
way,
Florida.
I don't know. I just want to give him a chance to come out on top. I think it's this time of year for Hovland.
I picked him at Pebble, so I get it. I don't know if the Jay Lindbergh stuff's working out, but
listen, man. One thing I'll say is that when they went to the Florida swing, it's like none of the California data applies anymore because of the grass and everything. Like that plays
Nick's
such
dry,
it's such a different. These guys play so differently as far as putting and everything, especially the putting. So that's why I worry about Scotty, about Scheffler a little bit. Like we haven't seen. Last week he used a new driver. It's funny when they talk about it on TV, they just say he's been working with his manufacturer. It's like, isn't he tailor-made? Like, okay, like can't we just say that? So what's the new one? The Quantum or something, or the
Q4ID?
Yeah.
Oh, the QI40. Okay, I'm thinking of the Callaway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like that's the club they're talking about. Maybe it's a custom version of it, but he doesn't like the numbers don't match the feel. So what he feels doesn't match what he's seen on the numbers. So the quote is he's committed to moving forward, because it's like, dude, this is how you sell. This is how this company sells.
Paid what, 10, 20 million a year?
Yeah, to use this club. And he's like, okay. So he tried using it last week. Didn't like how the numbers add up. This week he's going back to his old one, which he's been using since 2022. Obviously he gets new heads probably, but it's the same thing. So it's just interesting that he is going back to his old driver. So I don't know. We've been watching him putting. It seems like his caddy's helping him read more putts, where before he would read them himself. I don't know I don't know if he's feeling it in Florida.
He's not there yet.
I think he just needs to turn on it. And what I'll say too is Tiger Woods won major championships with the Nike Sasquatch. So I'm okay with the driver
or the Nike Square.
That's a square. It's like yellow. I don't think the driver's a big issue. I think it's ball striking within that 150 to down to 100.
But Scotty has not been driving. He's not been driving very well, which is also.
But he's been having to scramble, like the par 3 at Bay Hill. He went in that weird sand trap with 2 palm trees and got stuck in the palm tree and decided he couldn't identify the ball. It's just like, I think it's approach stuff.
It's so easy to get critical.
Well, it all compounds. It compounds.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you get so critical so fast, and you kind of forget about what he did on Sunday at Pebble. It's like the guy played perfection golf. But to kind of the earlier point, now we're in Florida, and I haven't really seen anything yet in on this grass. This new driver stuff. I don't know. It all compounds to your point.
On this grass, yes. Go back 2 years, he won it. Go back 3 years, he won it. I think it's.
Oh well,
I think we're going to see him potentially win it this weekend.
One thing I'm learning with paying such close attention is and I guess we kind of always knew this, but maybe never thought it with the pros. If it's how recent play.
Oh, it's recent.
It's like, when I say recent, it's like 5 days ago. How are you like that's why Akshay almost is a pick for me. Like I just sometimes you get that hangover from a win.
Yeah, the win hangover.
Well, when Rory won it last year, he won the Pebble, right? So I mean, guys coming in with a win.
Yeah.
I mean, like, where's Chris Gotterup, right? I mean, certain people probably that have won might win this one.
Yeah, so should we go to my pick?
Yeah,
should we go 1s, 5s, 10s?
Yeah,
I think that's a good way. I'll go 1. So mine's Jacob Bridgman. It's perfect leeway in that they just set me up there. Winner of the Genesis. He's been surviving in Florida very well. Him and Gotterup have been rooming together. They were on Smiley's.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Happy hour.
I did see that. Yeah.
I like that, by the way.
They were walking that one hole. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're buddies, and they're both just kind of playing pretty well. He kind of went flat on Sunday itself at the API, but like the fact that he's in the mix, I really like these newer names. They pay well. They are not going to miss the cut. Like some of these, so many big names, by the way, last week missed the cut. Yeah. That was like, I made so many picks on that last week. I was just picking kind of big names. I'm like, let's just take no on these guys, and all of them missed it.
What's cool, these newer names, they have like such a probability of going low on Thursday.
Yep.
For some reason, they're just like, they come out. It's like if you could pick the right one that comes out hot.
Yeah.
It's almost like picking a Monday qualifier to shoot low. It's like, guess what? They just shot 8 and 10 under on
they're
Monday.
Going to come out and come
they're
firing.
Ball striking and they're putting. So like they're good.
They know they need a lead in order to hang on because the mental stuff that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the list of the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. To make the cut, these were the no bets that paid. Yeah. Shane Lowry, no, paid. Tom Hoagie, no. Aldrich Pockgeiter, no, did not make the cut, paid. Keegan Bradley, no, paid out big. Yeah. Brian Campbell, no. Unfortunately, he seems to not be making many cuts. Joel Dahman, no. I think there's a sponsor's exemption possibly. I'm not sure exactly how he's getting into all these.
He's a homie, and he's sponsored by Good. So keep him in.
And he's on Netflix too.
Yeah.
But to make the cut, no. Like when it actually comes down to it. So those are pretty big names missing the cut. That's kind of the theme for me right now is like these newer names, Gotterup, Bridgman. I'm really my lock of the week is Matty Schmid, who really, to me, got on the map at Cognizant. That's when I really noticed him. He started making runs and then would bogey a little bit. But he's been recently made his last few cuts, and he was in the other, he was in the Puerto Rico Open, which was the other tournament going on last weekend, but he had tied for 5th. Could have won it, basically. These guys are red hot. No one really knows about them. So that's my lock of the week. Pays 2-1. Matty Schmid to make the cut.
We got a full field, 140? Or
120 something, I believe. Yeah,
I think it's 140.
It might be one. Yeah.
I think now that daylight savings is
they can make it bigger.
We can get bigger fields because we have a whole extra hour.
Right,
that's true.
Of daylight.
Yeah. So I really hope that he makes. I have another wager on him for top 20, but I really hope he makes the cut because I kind of pushed that video out everywhere and stuff. So I might be losing my reputation real quick.
No, but
as a picker,
you've been on the Kalshi plays. You've called a lot of them. I think it's a good pick.
It seems.
See how it runs.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't make the cut. Honestly, he's just so hot, doing well recently. But Bridgman is my pick for first. Realistically, if you're taking him, take him like top 20. That pays well. And then my lock of the week, though, which we posted a video about earlier. You can see that on X. You can see that on Instagram, and on YouTube, of course. But that's going to be Matty Schmid to make the cut. So. Okay. Miller, what do you got?
No, I'll take it away. I'm going to go a bit contrarian this week, but if you watch the Palmer, you would know Cam Young. I think he's on a heater. Finished 3rd at Bay Hill, 7th at the Genesis. He's kind of dangled in the mix.
He's just hiding in the background there.
Yeah, but I'm going hot hand. He looked like he could have won it. Was a little off the pace to win, but saw a lot of great golf. Saw a lot of great shots. I mean, I think he's just. I'm trying to pick someone right on the precipice, and he seems like he's about to turn it on, and at least win one of these next few tournaments. But I'm taking him because he's plus 4,000. I'll probably put 20 or 50 on it. But realistically, if you're following this in betting, I think the top 10 at 4-1 is probably the play. But yeah, I just think he's like, got a 1.1 shots gained tee to green, should be dominating a little more than these finishes are letting up. I think if he just completes the rest of his game, he's got a win on the board.
Nice. I like that pick.
Yeah. Connors?
Well, all right. So I've been running through a few. I changed my pick.
Okay.
I'll first say it right now.
Wait, from the one live on the site?
No. I have the live site,
okay,
which is Scotty Scheffler. I'm going to preface this before. I'm feeling a Ricky Fowler coming up, and I think he's been moving. I really want to pick him this week. But the problem is I'm basing a lot of my picks off of weather. And this is my theory, is basically a lot of you guys have picked guys who are teeing off early tomorrow. In the morning, it's going to be about 10 to 12 mile per hour winds. But right in the middle of the afternoon, it's going to be 16, 15, 16 mile per hour winds.
17.
For the most of the afternoon. Now, those guys that day, or who are teeing off in the afternoon tomorrow, are teeing off in the morning on Friday. Guess what the wind is that day, in the morning? 19, 20 miles per hour.
Yeah,
and then it
Friday's
falls
crazy.
off at 11. So when the guys who are this morning are going to tee off in the afternoon, less wind.
Interesting.
So I'm really basing a weather-based that's why Scotty, he's teeing off early, 5:30 our time, which is.
Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, that's Friday, but.
Because by the way, on our weather forecast, I got 73, 5 mile an hour wind, no rain. You're seeing rain over there?
I'm seeing some rain.
They were
in
talking
the
about
afternoon.
that today.
Yeah.
There's
But
like
look
a
at this
wind.
See how it's going to pick up right there? And it's going to start swirling.
There's a wind cell coming in briefly.
Little storm.
So, but Ricky Fowler tees off about 11. So I'm not liking the weather. It's just he's going to be right in the mix on both days. He can make the cut, but he's not going to be sitting there having the -9 day or anything like that.
No, he's shown us some promise though. Like at Pebble, I feel like he was in second after day 2. He's kind of made some runs.
Yeah,
just hasn't closed it out.
And what I've done poorly in the past is I always know what the weather is, and I just bet against it for some reason, and it's it hasn't proven to work for me. So I saw Scotty's teeing off about what time is he teeing off? 8:30 or 8:50, so about 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. So I'm taking Scotty.
I
think he's going to fix those driving woes. He's been you guys already talked about earlier, but
he's won 2 of the past 3.
Yeah,
Players
Well, and to your point, that
he's going to be there.
You know, there's definitely that happens historically where half of the field doesn't have a chance because of a weird weather.
Yeah, it's
so,
weird. And I mean, even
so
at
you
the Genesis,
could be playing that well.
At the Genesis, I think I took someone who teed off in the morning, but actually the morning weather was terrible, and then the afternoon the next day was terrible. It's like, but if you got afternoon and morning, it's
right.
like boom.
You had the no rain.
It's a good edge. I mean, great advice.
I think it's just something that I
population.
like to follow, and I like to look at that. So that's kind of where my.
I mean, you're
nothing
a
about
student of the game.
statistics or anything about like how he plays here. I know he's won before and won twice in a row, or was it twice in a row? No, he's won twice there.
He won
right?
2024 and 2023.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where
Took
I'm at.
a year off. Gave it to Rory when Rory needed it.
So a lot of my picks, even 5 and 10, they're all morning guys tomorrow.
Well, here, why don't you take us through 5 and 10? Let's roll it back.
5 is Morikawa. Again, same theory. He's teeing off right before Scotty. And then 10 is Oberg teeing off with Colin right before Scotty.
I love it. I'll keep it going. I got Oberg in the top 5. Had him last week in a bet on Kalshi. I finally migrated over. I don't tell our sportsbook friends. But, I got Oberg in the top 5. I think he's hot hand, riding in, starting to show his promise as like a true generational golfer from Sweden. Then I got Scheffler top 10 because, I mean, that's a lock. I mean, just cash it right now. I mean, if you want to,
it's hard to defend. It's hard to defend a Scotty pick. It's just like he's Scotty. Like,
think of this as just a high yield bond over the next week.
He didn't get it the last 2 weeks. So.
I know, but this is a course that he has dominated. I don't know, but you're right. I mean, again, we talked about
I just saw him missing greens this past week,
but
and
again,
I was like,
that's a compilation of his drives too. Remember, it's like
right. He's not in the perfect spot, but he's a pro at knowing where to land it, even from a shit.
I'm gonna
spot.
call it right now. Watch him bring out like the old driver.
He is.
So then,
he already said he is.
We already talked about that.
We're
gonna be fine.
So that was the problem last week. I mean, you're right.
I thought you said he was gonna play through it. Like, they're working.
No,
together.
he admitted he's committed to doing that, but this week he's just going to go back. So he's going to work on it on the side with more practice.
Let the chef cook. Bring back the king. I mean,
yeah. I think the microscope is so zoomed in on number 1 in the world.
Yeah.
But I do believe we are at an inflection point because of whatever happened these last 2 weeks, where it's like, we can start to ask the question: Is the Tiger run? Because guys go on runs like this. We've seen this in golf history, guys. Jordan Spieth, they have like a great 2-year run. 2-year run.
No,
he's not out getting surgeries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that,
he hasn't flown his car off of like Palos Verdes. I think look, we are in the second inning of what is the Scotty Scheffler decade.
Right.
I mean, there's no.
Don't get me wrong. Everything we've
Yeah.
seen. I mean, what I saw at AT&T was just unbelievable that Sunday. How all of a sudden he got into the top 5 from being so far back. But all I'm saying is the past 2 weeks have raised, if you're going to start to raise a question, it's like, I'm going to start,
I don't think that he's fully there yet, but it's like,
but what's happening? And then are we starting to drift from greatness? Because make a Tiger, for him to be, we keep comparing him to Tiger, but to do that,
9 wins,
you need to stay number 1 for like 10 years or like 9 years, whatever Tiger's record is. Like, that's the only way he can join the conversation, is to be, to never let the pedal down. And like, you're allowed to have kind of 2 bad weeks, but this week is very important for him to be in that top 10. And if he's not, the questions are going to really start, and then these things can snowball on a player, and then he's just like everybody else. And that's what ends up happening to a lot of guys. Don't get me wrong. He's capable of much more. I agree.
No, this is a
moment.
This is some National Enquirer quote that they found aliens in Montana. No, Scotty Scheffler is fine. He's going to get top 10, if not win this week. Remember last year, Rory won Pebble, the Players, the Masters, and his points to first was as large as the gap from second to last, right? Or you told me that, right?
No, that was the guy is in second in the world rankings.
Rory. That was Rory McIlroy. Who won.
Yeah, that's how dominant Scotty's been.
So I have
so many points.
I have to put that to bed.
Yeah.
We won't be hearing that here.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's kind of an important week for him to get back into the mix. He can't just have a day where he's kind of misses putts and misses greens. To your point, I mean, what we've been watching it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're just saying that's interesting. That's not, something's off. That's all I'm saying.
So
Something
I agree.
seems
Something's
a little bit off.
He has young kids, probably not sleeping well at night. Right.
No, I think if his driver's the problem, the driver's the problem.
Yeah, and he's going
golf
back.
Is so hard when you're not puring your driver.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
These guys
complicate
rely on
every
it.
shot.
You have to get that.
I mean, I had to do that
320.
for 6 years.
Miller's back.
I'm back, dude. I'm piping it.
Okay, so my 5 and 10, it's funny. I did put it Scotty Scheffler as top 5. I figure he's coming
Live on
back.
the site.
It's
Yeah.
figuring- I just said that last stuff to get a clip out of it.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Plus 227. It's just kind of paying better than it used to.
It definitely is.
Because of
It used to be minus like 200. For
right.
top 10.
Used to not get 2-1, or 3-1 is what's good now. So I got Scheffler for top 5, and then Xander Schauffele top 10. I keep seeing him in the mix. I feel like he's starting to figure things out. Don't think he has what it takes to win yet. But yeah, those are kind of my safety picks to try to, if I don't hit number 1, and then we'll be updating our overall picks. It'll be interesting to see next week. We'll have our season totals.
Yes.
So you guys can start figuring out who to trust on this show.
Yeah.
So you can figure out who actually
I'm
has
curious who's in the lead.
I think it's like close
I don't
between
think
me and you.
I haven't hit anything. I don't
We've
think.
hit
Oh,
one.
we've hit a few.
We've hit one each.
I hit the Joel Dahman top 10 like 2 weeks ago,
Wow, that's lucky.
which was a 10x. But
Yeah.
no,
No.
but hold up, finish this out, Andrew.
All right.
I want to hear your picks.
5 is where am I? Harris English.
Ooh.
I think he's in form. I think got to give him a chance at top 5 for like one time this year, and it might as well be in a big tournament. He's been here too many times. And then Berger for top 10. Somebody who does that last week,
Yeah.
I just can't imagine them not learning from it to finish higher or to finish just as well, and then to just keep ball striking
It's
as
like what
he is.
Jacob Bridgman did. He broke down on that Pebble Beach, right?
The week before.
Yeah, and then goes out and
You're
plays
so right. If
fantastic again.
anything
Yeah.
lights a fire.
Or
Yeah, I mean,
he's-
I could have swapped him in English for top 5, top 10, but I just wanted to be safe with the Berger bet and pick
like
top
it.
10.
Yeah.
You sound very Gen Z safe.
Well, we really need to get our season totals added up
I know
because
we need to. Yeah.
then we can start, shitting on the person in last.
So true. Yeah.
Watch
You're
like
always wrong.
par bays winning by like a mile.
Oh, he's been just throwing out Scotty Scheffler top 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, his bets don't pay well. So the ones
But they
he does
still
hit.
Still hit. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of different ways to win the race.
Oh, I'm going to call out one more. It's not in here, but I'll be putting a bet on it. Adam Scott, the Aussies, or Minwoo Lee, watch this week.
The Aussie, that's been your season long kind of.
I know,
theme,
and they've
right?
been, Minwoo nearly won it for me that week, but yeah, the Aussies need to step up.
And
They
Royal
need a
Melbourne
full
should be the
showing.
next major, right?
I mean, if you played it, you would know.
no, but I like that theory. Minwoo Lee, after you called that, weeks ago, you keep seeing Minwoo Lee in the leaderboards.
But we had Pebble. I was expecting Morikawa into the ocean.
Jason Day
That would've won.
miscut last week, though. I will say
Jason Day,
he's
needs
on
to
and
focus.
off, on and
needs
off,
to focus.
on and off.
Too much Malbon, too much with the lads. Needs to focus in.
Yeah, the YouTube golf channel can take over sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're still with us, we appreciate all the supporters, all the followers. Share it with your friends who like golf. Get it out there more. And then check out our YouTube channel too. We got some really great videos. The Rule of 12 video. It's a fix your chipping yips with that. It's kind of an interesting take on the philosophy and technique behind chipping. So that video is absolutely blown up. You see that it's hitting like multiple thousands. It's only
On
been out for
YouTube?
6 days. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
shit.
like 10,000 views and it's
We
been
need a
out for
sequel.
6 days.
We need a sequel.
So yeah, check out that. Check out our Golf in the Cosmos YouTube channel, guys. Again, thanks so much for listening. If you DM us a message, we'll get you a hat. We want to hook up the followers out there. I know if you've made it this far in the pod, you're one of the OGs. So just ping us. We're going to come out with some women's hats as well.
Yeah,
we got
right.
a
Saw
lot of
those
stuff
designs.
in the hopper, guys, coming up. So and then of course the Jurassic Cup from Hawaii. I've been cutting that down, and it just looks amazing. So you're gonna want to see that video. But Players Championship, guys, enjoy it. Be on the lookout for some kind of live updates this weekend around our picks, things like that. We might be doing a companion broadcast on Sunday. We kind of turn it on next to the live broadcast. But yeah, it's all in the hopper, guys. So pleasure talking to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Always good to see you.
Awesome.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Sweeter than the summer sun is the healing from the winter breeze, and holding down your principle of living life up to the fullest. I wanna be loved, yeah. All of the kinds of affection. I wanna be loved, yeah. Sweeter than your place in heaven. I wanna be loved, yeah. Back to the days of my youth, and I wanna be loved, yeah. Harder than peace is being alone. Nobody wants to tell you what's wrong. Only the priest can tell you at all. Congenial, not respected. Yeah, all of the kinds of affection. I wanna be loved, yeah. Sweeter than your place in heaven. I wanna be loved, yeah. Back to the days of my youth, and I wanna be loved, yeah. Sweeter than the summer sun is the healing from the winter breeze, and holding down your principle of living life to the fullest. Harder than peace is being alone. Nobody wants to tell you what's wrong. Only the priest can tell you it all. Congenial, not respected. All of the kinds of affection. Sweeter than your place in heaven.